Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, December 31st. Start with DraftKings, Luka Magic, probable. His ankle hurts. I don't see why they would need to push him against the Spurs, so keep your eye on him. If he's in, I don't think I'm interested because he doesn't really need to play his full um his full minutes against the San Antonio Spurs, so they probably give him off or give him a light load. So right now I'm not really interested in Luca. So I'll keep him in the player pool. I'll keep my eye on um his news, but I'm not really interested right now. SGA, if you think the Thunder can keep it close with the Sixers, then you find value and you play SGA and you absolutely run it back with Harden or Embiid. Harden, next man up, 10.2K. His price is getting up there, well deserved. It's going to be hard to play both of them, but if you find the right value, then anything is possible. LaMelo against Brooklyn, another great matchup, 10.10, 10K flat. If you want to do a game stack with Brooklyn and Charlotte, have at it. I'd probably only want LaMelo from Charlotte, and then you could run back Brooklyn with Durant, Irving, and Simmons if he's in. John Morant, 9.8K, absolutely in play. Another good game to stack against the Pelicans. Should be a nice, close game, competitive. So look, there's so many different ways you could go about it on this slate. Um, you could play Ja, run it back with McCollum, run it back with Zion. You know they like playing against each other. So listen, you could do whatever you like. He's absolutely in play. Tyler Hero, 9,100. Butler's in. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you want to take a shot on Hero, have at it. McCollum's in play, 9K. Play him. You could pair him with Zion. Have at it. Donovan Mitchell, 8,700 in play against Chicago. Should be another tight, close, competitive game. Irving, 8,600. Absolutely in play. Garland, if he's in, great. If he's out, Donovan gets a little bit of a bump. Kevin Porter Jr., 7,600 against the Knicks. He's in play. Maxey, 7,500. Not interested. D'Angelo Russell, he's a good play. If Gobert is out for 2 games in a row, Russell looks great. I like Russell. I like the wings and the guards. I like everybody on Minnesota when Gobert is not clogging up the lane. Brunson, if he's in, good for him. If he's out, there's more value from New York like there was the night before. Josh Giddey, 7K. If you want to play him, that's fine. Clarkson, 6,900 in play against Miami. Kyle Lowry, 6,900, decent play. Okay play. Everybody's healthy. We don't really need it. Well, the main guys are healthy. We don't really need them. Dinwiddie, 6,700. If Luka's ruled out, Dinwiddie looks good against the Spurs, 6,700. How about it? Trey Jones, 6K, okay play. D'Anthony Melton, we don't need at all. Jaden Ivey, in play quickly. He gets a bump. Right now, he's a good play. Barrett is out, so he's going to get a bump. If Brunson is out also, then he gets another bump. Keep your eye on him. Kemba Walker is a decent play if there's no Luka Magic. Mike Conley, okay play at 4,900. Sexton, same boat, okay play. Alec Burks, keep your eye on if he's starting. Keep your eye on who's available for Detroit. He's a good play, could become better. Tyus Jones, we don't need. Alvarado, we don't need right now. Jalen Noel, you could take a shot at him at 4,200. Kobe White is trash to me. Alex Caruso, I don't need him for fantasy. Josh Richardson, if Vassell is out again, you could take a shot on Jason Richardson. If Caruso's healthy, so we don't really need Ayo right now. He's an okay play, but nothing spectacular. McBride, if there's no Brunson, he had one good game, 46 minutes, 21 fantasy points. That's not even really good at 46 minutes. That's like almost a 0.5 fantasy point per minute player. 31 minutes, 13 fantasy points. So he's not really the fantasy producing enthusiast. So really don't really need him. Yeah, the rest of these guys are fodder. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go to shooting guard. We spoke about Harden. Anthony Edwards looks great. Anthony Edwards is a very good play. If there's no Gobert, he becomes a better play. Levine, 7,700, always a good play. Rozier gets a little bit of a bump with no Oubre. So does LaMelo. So does Gordon Hayward. Vassell, if there's no Vassell, Josh Richardson gets a little bit of a bump. Desmond Bain, 6,700 in play. Jalen Green, 6,600 in play. Tim Hardaway Jr., 5,900. If there's no Luka, he gets a little bit of a bump. Quentin Grimes is an okay play, nothing spectacular. If there's no Jalen Brunson, you can fire him up. Dylan Brooks, 5,400. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Trey Murphy, you could take a shot on him. Max Strus, we don't need. Beasley, you could take a shot. LeVert, you could take a shot. Royce O'Neal, probably don't need him, but he's an okay play. Like an average play, below average play. Austin Rivers, if he started, if there was no Gobert, he's an okay play at his price point. But I wouldn't really play him in all my lineups. I wouldn't lock him. But if there's no Gobert and he started, he's an okay play. Now, those two things have to happen. Gobert has to be out and he has to start. What else we have here? Nothing much, right? Yeah, nothing much right now. Let's go to small forward. Durant, 10-4. He's been on a tear. No one's really been talking about him. He's been flying a little bit under the radar. Find value and play him. He's gonna be popular because there's no is there Giannis? No, there's no Giannis. There's no Jokic. So Durant will get some attention, but he's a very good play. DeRozan's in play at 9,200. Markkanen, 8,400. Two tough matchups, but they're in play. Keldon Johnson, believe it or not, is in play. Tobias Harris is an okay play. I'm not interested. Bojan Bogdanovic, 6,300 against Minnesota. That's a good play. Gordon Hayward with no Oubre, 6,100. That's a good play. That's an okay play. Above average play. Jaden McDaniels been playing well, 5,200. Fire him up. Lou Dort, if you're feeling courageous, you could take a shot on Lou Dort. Jalen Williams, no Y. 5K, he's an okay play. Najee Marshall, we don't really need right now at the moment. Patrick Williams, you could take a shot for value. TJ Warren, you could take a shot for value. Jalen McDaniels, 4,300 on Charlotte. You don't really need. KJ Martin, 4,100. You could use him as value. Kenrich Williams, you don't really need any of the bench players for OKC. That's a quick way to lose. Quick way to end your night is playing bench from OKC. City Bay seems to be getting a little bit more run. Pay attention to who's available for Detroit, and you can fire him up. Fire him up at small forward if you think that they're shorthanded. Let's see. Okay. I think that's it from small forward. None of these guys I'm going to be playing, so let's go to power forward. Julius Randle. If Brunson is in, he's a good play. If Brunson is out, he's a better play. Fire him up. Zion, absolutely in play, 9,900. Fire him up. Butler, he's an okay play, 9,400. Christian Wood, if there's no Luka, he gets a bump. Keep an eye on that. Jaren Jackson Jr., my buddy, 6,400. You could take a chance if you're playing a lot of lineups. Mobley, he gets a bump. If there's no Garland, just a little bit of a bump. If he's out himself, Jared Allen gets a bump. Ben Simmons, if he's in, good for him. If he's out, Claxton gets a bump. Durant gets a bump. Kyrie gets a little bit of a bump from the assist percentage aspect. PJ Washington's an okay play. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you could take a shot. Kyle Anderson, if he starts, he's an okay play, but I prefer Jaden McDaniels. But they might cancel each other out. So just, don't play both of them and pay attention to the starting lineup. Kelly Olynyk is in play. Herbert Jones is in play. Vanderbilt is in play. Isaiah Stewart, 5K in play. Jabari Smith Jr., 4,900 in play. SoCon, we don't need. Nas Reed, absolutely in play, but there's no Gobert. He's probably my first man in. Brandon Clark, you're playing a lot of lineups. You could take a shot. Kevin Love, take a shot. Rest of these guys we don't need right now. Let's go to center. Embiid, find value to play him. Bam, 8,900. You're playing a lot of lineups. You could take a shot. Vooch, 7,600. You could take a shot on him. Valanciunas, we don't need. Jared Allen gets a big bump if there's no Mobley. Pay attention to that. Claxton, pay attention to Simmons. If there's no Simmons, Claxton gets a bump. Sengun, you could take a shot. You're playing multiple lineups. Mason Plumlee against Brooklyn, 5,900. He's an okay play. Jacob Poeltl, if his minutes are trending up, then his minutes are trending up. Popovich does not play. Like, this man is really going up in intervals. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He should break 30 minutes the next game. 5,700, Jacob Poeltl is officially in play. Mitch Robinson, 5,500 in play. Jalen Duran, 5,400 in play. Steven Adams, always my default center when I see no value. Absolutely in play. We played him on the last slate, 32 minutes, $5,100, 42 fantasy points. I didn't think he was going to go that good against Toronto, but he did. Adams is always my default guy. Walker Kessler, we don't really need coming off the bench. Zach Collins, we don't need. Harrell's trash. And that's pretty much it. So let's start with Nas Reed. Because if there's no Gobert, he's my lock at his price point. So we go in Nas Reed at 4,700. SGA is calling my name. He is. This game can blow out. Shouldn't really worry about a blowout. SGA is calling my name, but this is what we're going to do. If there's no Gobert, we're going to load up on Minnesota because they play a lot better without Gobert. Anthony Edwards is priced correctly. Russell is priced somewhat correctly, maybe a touch underpriced for his ceiling. Shooting guard. Isaiah Quickly, if there's no Brunson, he looks really good against Houston. He looks amazing against Houston if there's no Jalen Brunson. Alec Burks too. If he starts again, he's a very good. Let's put in Alec Burks for now. No, let's put in Isaiah Quickly. I don't know what's going to happen in Detroit. So just to be safe. So we got Russell, Quickly, Edwards, Nas Reed in that center. Do we go to Jacob Poeltl? Let's see. $5,700, Jacob Poeltl, who could potentially be playing over 30 minutes against Dallas. That's really a good spot, to be honest with you. Let's put him in for now till we get more information. All right, so we got Nas Reed if there's no Gobert. Nas Reed, Edwards, Russell. Those are lots for me with no Gobert. Isaiah Quickly if there's no Brunson against Houston. Great matchup. Jacob Poeltl, 5,700 against Dallas. Potentially playing over 30 minutes if what we're seeing with his minutes trending upwards is correct. So that's 5 guys I like from DraftKings. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up if you haven't done so already. I absolutely appreciate it. If you're having trouble cashing, if you're struggling with this NBA season and you need some help, you would like me to send you my optimal lineup, or you would like me to build a lineup for you, you can check out my Patreon, linked in the description. And or you could you could DM me on Twitter and we'll work it out. We'll get it figured out and squared away. We're gonna go to FanDuel, and I already have 5 players that I picked out that I liked. Almost the same guys once again. I'm definitely going to Minnesota with no Gobert, so we definitely got to pay attention to Gobert news and hope that he's out. That definitely shoving Nas Reed in all my lineups if there's no Gobert, and most of my lineups, and Anthony Edwards and Russell. I like Durant on FanDuel if I could, sneak him in, and then Desmond Bain is a little bit underpriced. If he's playing 30 minutes, 6K, 6,100 is a little bit too cheap for him. 24 minutes, 24 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 minutes. So his minutes are trending upward also. So if you want to play Desmond Bain, pay attention to his minutes also, and pay attention to his news. I think that's about it. 8-game slate. Try to really get through this real quick. I know it's Saturday, Friday night, Saturday morning. Nobody got all day to be watching YouTube videos. So listen, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Let you guys get back to doing whatever it is you guys are doing. Happy New Year's for those of you that celebrate that kind of thing. And I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.